everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I did my full face foundation routine. I basically just explained what products I use, what products I use for different occasions. This was definitely like full face, going out, need it to stay type of look. I usually don't go through all these steps on a day-to-day basis just because I don't feel like I need to, but if I'm going out or if I have something important, I will go through the extra steps just to keep the face looking good throughout the night or day. And secondly, my hair is doing something of its own kind today. Like it's I don't know what it wants to do. I should probably straighten it, but I was just seeing if it wanted to go, you know, natural today, and no, she doesn't want to. So, and I also have my roots growing in, and it's like I'm getting my hair done probably this week, so I'm just holding it out, but it's like that kind of awkward in-between stage. So anyways, I will stop rambling. But if you want to find out my full face foundation routine and all the steps and products that I use, then keep on watching. Hey everyone, so to start, I'm going to be using this sample size of the Khiels Daily Reviving Concentrate. It's just an oil. Apparently if you like the midnight one, I forget what it's called, but in the blue bottle, this one's really good for daytime. So my skin's been feeling extra dry lately just with the weather changes and all that kind of stuff, so I'm gonna give this one a shot. And just kind of start patting that into my face. My skin is super dry all the time, so we're just gonna let that set into the skin and I'll be right back. Okay, moving on. So next in my routine, I usually like to use some sort of primer. So I definitely go through a few different ones depending on what I'm feeling like that day. I want to go for more luminous, so I'm going to use a little bit of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and we'll see how this looks. So you literally just need the tiniest amount because this stuff is like intense, I feel like. That oil made my skin feel so nice. And I probably look like a greasy mess right now, but honestly my skin's so dry that when my skin looks like really like dewy and like oily, I kind of like it. So while I'm waiting for that to get soaked up, I'm going to talk about a few of my current favorite foundations. First of all, is the L'Oreal 24 Hour Pro Glow Foundation. I think this one is quite popular. All during the summer, like every day. I don't think I did a different foundation, to be honest, for like all of summer unless I was just using a BB cream. But I just loved the way it made my skin look. Like it was just so good. Anyways, yeah, this one is a really good foundation if you're looking for something from the drugstore. Next, I've been really liking this foundation. I haven't used it that much, to be honest, because it was really expensive, but it's really nice. It's the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. So this stuff is like thick. This is like full coverage. I remember when I was in Sephora, she said this is like the Kylie Jenner foundation. I don't really know what that means or what she meant by it, but I'm assuming it just means it was really full coverage, which it is. You like a little bit goes a long way, and I find that you need to use a beauty blender to blend it out. A brush almost is like, it's pretty thick, so I found I'm just like trying to brush it around, and it was a lot. But so I think a beauty blender would be a better, or a beauty sponge would be a better fit for this foundation when you're applying it. The foundation that I'm going to be using today, this foundation, I come back to it like all the time. Whenever I'm like, I need a new foundation, I always end up coming back to this one because it's just so amazing and I just have no complaints ever. It's the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation, and like this stuff just makes my skin look so good and it's so flawless. It doesn't cling to my dry patches, nothing like that, and it's just, I really have no complaints. I just always come back to it. Like for years, like I'll try a bunch of different foundations and I'm like, what about that Smashbox one? Where's that one at? So yeah, I'm going to be using this one today. So the way I put on my foundation is I either use a beauty sponge or a brush. I've been really loving brushes. This one, I've used it a couple days, so it's a little bit dirty, so don't mind me. But basically what I do is I put a little bit of the foundation, like one pump, and I kind of dot it around my skin. And I take another pump and I kind of just like fill in where I'm missing spots. So this brush is the Sigma Flat Kabuki, wow, I cannot talk ever. Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush. And I just like the way this one kind of moves the product around. Like the product, no matter what product it is, it always likes to break up kind of on my nose for some reason. I think it's just because it's really dry. Moving on to concealer, I have a couple different concealers that I use. So if I'm looking for like spot concealing, I always use the Makeup Forever Full Cover Extreme Camouflage Cream, and this is the waterproof one. This is really thick. Like, I wouldn't use this under my eyes because it is like, it's very thick. So I'm gonna go ahead, I just take like a tiny little bit, and I usually like put it on this part. On a daily basis, I definitely don't do this much. Like, this is more if I'm going out or if I'm going and doing a lot of stuff and I need my makeup to last all day and I want it to look really good and like more like put together, I guess. But today I want to show you just like every step that I could potentially take. If I want to or if I feel the need to, I'll do it today. But I will do color correcting under my eyes. Since I'm pale, I do have a lot of blue and purple discoloration around my eyes. So I have purple that kind of goes around this area of my eye, and then as it goes in closer here to my nose, that's where I have blue. I will go in with the peach one. The peach one will counteract that. So what I do for this step is I take my concealer brush and I basically lay it down. I blend it out a little bit, but I use when I blend out my concealer after to kind of blend everything together. So I will take it and I'll just kind of go in where that blue tone is. I'll use my fingers so it doesn't really get in the way of my eyeshadow. And then for the purple, that's kind of like under the rest of my eye, I go in with the yellow shade. Finger. So already there, you can see that my eyes are a lot more brighter. There's not as much, like I don't look as tired. And it definitely helped to just counteract those colors that were in my skin tone. Yeah, I have been using for quite a while now the Sephora Collection Bright Feature Gel Serum Concealer. So when I do my concealer, I basically go and I just basically drag it into like that V. And like I said before, like I have my eyes slightly downturned, so I like to create like that uplifting effect. And then I do bring it in. To the sides of my nose. Just because I know throughout the day it's going to break up on my nose, my foundation, so I like to have another layer. And then I will put a little bit here, a little bit here, around my lips, and a little bit just on the top of my nose. Right now I like using this Sigma Flat Angle Kabuki, the F88. I think it's really good to just kind of like get in there, especially when I'm not wearing eyeliner, and it can kind of just like, I can blend it upwards this way. Okay, so next what I do is I need to set that. So I take my Mercier translucent powder, which I'm sure everyone and their mom knows about or has or whatever, or take any kind of loose powder, and I'm going to put it underneath my eye. And like sometimes I kind of bake, it's hard to tell because I'm so pale, but sometimes I just put it on and then I just brush off the excess like right away. And then I do kind of bake a blemish or something. And then I kind of like just dust the rest of the powder on the other spots. I obviously will dust off the rest of it after. So then while the other areas are baking, I decided to do my contour. It's really stuck on still using the Anastasia contour kit. Sometimes I go to my Coola bronzer, but realistically like it's usually this one. And I do use the middle shade right here. And then I like to use this Real Techniques brush. This is their contour brush. And I just think it's really nice. It like fits into kind of like the hollows of my cheeks really nicely. And I just kind of start light-handed and move my way down, because if I lay the brush right here and there's too much product, it's just gonna look really muddy and kind of like, it's gonna be hard to blend out and make it look nice. But if I lay it down here and I was like, oh, there's too much product, shit, it's okay, because first of all, my hair is going to be covering it. Secondly, it's over there. This is the way that I kind of do it. I kind of like do swirly motions upwards to kind of blend out the product. And I try and keep it not that low, especially because I do have chubby cheeks. And then I go and I contour down here, my jawline, because I just like the way it looks. I feel like it kind of makes it look a bit more narrow, not so chubby. So then I go in and I contour my nose. I honestly, like, I'm not super precise about this. I kind of just like do it. I'm still like learning different techniques and kind of what I like. But so far what I've been doing is I just take this brush. It's a Sedona Lace 941 brush. Is it the best one for the nose? No, probably not. There's probably a million different better ones. Anyway, this is what I have. So, I kind of just like look directly in. I take the Beauty Blender with the powder on it and I just kind of dab it over top. So for blush, I usually use, or well, today I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush. Wow, look at that. And I am using Nars Luster. This is one of my favorites. It's just so pretty and I think it'll complement this look quite nicely. So kind of place it just right over almost that contour. Right above, right over. And then I kind of bring it up just because I'm quite like veiny. My skin's really translucent right there, so just kind of cover that up as well. And I like the look of everything going back and being more up this way. That was literally the worst explanation. You get what I mean, I hope. I'm going to do is I'm going to brush away that extra powder. Today I'm going to be using Becca's Champagne Pop. Anyways, I'm gonna finish off the rest of my Mario Master palette, as everyone loves. So anyways, I'm just gonna take Isabel on a pencil brush and work that. And last but not least, I'm just going to do my lips. So guys, there you have it. That is my full face foundation routine. of all the products and steps that I do. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I typically don't do all of these steps on a day-to-day basis just because that would take forever. But I do the extra steps if I'm going out or I have something important that I want my face to definitely kind of withhold the makeup for the night or the day or the event or whatever. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Go and check out my Instagram, which I'll put right here. And thank you so much, guys, for watching, and we'll see you next time.